Please welcome the Holland Hurricanes women's rugby team as they raise their banner today.
Isn't that you?
Please welcome head coach Brett Butler as he recognizes our graduating players.
Hi everybody, welcome to our final home match of the season. We would like to recognize a rare fifth-year player for us this year. So in 2016, this guy walked onto campus as a business student, not really knowing he was going to play volleyball for us. And 8 years and 5 seasons later,
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to our game this afternoon between the Holland Hurricanes and St. Thomas Tommies. Passed up by Carson Gray. McBride pushes outside to Gray. Gray into the block. Back outside, recycled by the Hurricanes. And a free ball coming from the Canes. And just outside. Awesome. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back this afternoon at the Holland College McMillan Center of Community Engagement as we have a match this afternoon between the Holland Hurricanes and St. Thomas Tommies. Both of these teams are neck and neck in the league as they are. Holland is currently in second and STU is in third, but both teams have the same wins and losses record. So technically we have a tie here for second place. So it should be a good game this afternoon. Carson Gray back to serve for the Tommies, or for the Hurricanes. My apologies. At a system pass from LaPointe and into the net for Pino. Back to serve for the Tommies is Mason Brewster. And McCausland back to serve for the Hurricanes. And an exchange of missed serves here for both teams as Brenton Romanchuk goes back to serve for the Tommies. Passed up by Gray. Tight to the net. Recovered by LaPointe. And a free ball for the Tommies. And a great dig by Gray. So we go back to Gray. And a dig by Murphy, and it's just wide. Wada back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass up by the Tommies. And a high ball outside. And just long for Romanchuk. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Tough serve by Wada, but great pass by the Tommies. Back to the middle, dug by Wada. McBride puts it outside to Pino. Pino! With a big swing cross court. Right in between that spot between the front row power and the libero. That's a tough shot. Great save by the Tommies. And a free ball for the Hurricanes. Another back row attack, and just long. Thomas Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino, tough pass, but McBride makes it work. And back outside to Romanchuk. And a net violation for the Canes. Point to the Tommies. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride puts it back to Wills. Wills with a big swing on the solo block over there. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Passed up by Fredrickson. Pino back to serve again. And Tommy's on the outside and right through the hole of the block, dug by LaPointe. Back row to Wada. Wada down the line, but dug by Fredrickson. And another great play by Fredrickson. Oh! And they called it as that it hit the floor on the Tommy side. Alex Fredrickson is all over the court right now. Hurricanes leading 9-6 in this first set. Pino back to serve. Passed up by Blizzard on the outside to Hamilton. And Hamilton cranks that off the block. A perfect side-out play by the Tommies. Back to serve is Douglas for the Tommies. Gray with the pass. McBride puts it back to Wada. Back outside to Hamilton again. Hamilton off the, oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought that went off the hands of the block, but it did not. Just long. Nathan Wills back to serve for the Canes. And an ace for Nathan Wills. Pass by Hamilton, great pass by Hamilton. Whoa! What a run in the middle. A massive attack by number 11, Mason Brewster. Brewster is best known for his blocking as he is 5th in the conference at 0.73 blocks per set, but he's also showing us right now that he is also known for his attacking. So Brewster will be an excellent player to watch today. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Oh, and a right idea by the setter, Juvonen trying to force that play in the middle. That was a tough set to make, but it was quite a good set considering where he was on the court. McBride back to serve. McBride hitting the coach. Looked like a 3-pass from the coach for the Tommies, though. And Hamilton back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride puts it back to Gray. Gray with the swing, dug by Juvonen. And then the outside, and what a swing! What a kill by number 9, Brenton Romanchuk. Hamilton back to serve for the Tommies. Carson Gray back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass up by Blizzard. Back outside to Blizzard. Blizzard on the solo block. And denied by Izumo Ueda. Looks like the Hurricanes middle is keen on the middle for the Tommies. So we may have some more one-on-one opportunities on the outside for St. Thomas. But no fear there with Izumo Ueda blocking for the Canes. Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. McBride to McCausland. McCausland right through that double block. First year Summerside native is really making an impact on the Hurricanes this year, as he goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by the Tommies. Outside, solo block. And a great touch by McCausland. But a great swing by Romanchuk. Substitution for the Tommies, as we see Raph Fissette back to serve. And we also see number 16, Jacob Chiasson. We'll go with Chiasson back to up at the front. And Fissette. That's a great substitution play as he goes out and scores an ace right away. Fissette actually leads the league right now in service aces per set with 0.61. Fissette back to serve again. Another tough serve by Fissette. We see the Tommies going with an inversion play here by putting Fissette backcourt for the right side so they can continue to have 3 hitters up at the net. Fissette is also 4th in the league for assists per set as he has 5.16 assists. Set by Fissette. Outside, tight to net, recovered by Fredrickson. Back to Fissette. And a free ball for the, ooh, that was tight. That was an interesting rally. Point to the Hurricanes. Timeout for the Tommies as the Hurricanes lead this first set 18-13. If you are tuning into this game, feel free to comment on the YouTube comment section. Love to hear who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Feel free to drop a note. Would love to know who is tuning in to the game today. It says, let's go Canes. Thanks for tuning in, Felicia, and thanks for dropping a note in the comments there. Ueda back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass up by Blizzard. Fissette on the outside. And just tools it off the block. Chiasson. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride puts to Wills. And Wills cranks it off the block. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Passed up by Blizzard. Fisette on the outside to Hamilton. Off the block, recovered by Wada. LaPointe puts it back to Wada. Wada inside, but makes that work. Frederickson with the high ball set. McBride puts it back to Wada. Wada with the big swing from the backcourt, recovered by the Tommies. And Chiasson with a tough ball, tight inside. Point to the Hurricanes. Tommy's making a substitution here as we see Romanchuk and Juvenin back into the game for the Tommies. Pino back to serve. Fredrickson with the pass, tough pass. Tommy's making it work. Dug up by Pino, outside for Gray. And Gray just puts that a little too long. Maybe looking for the hands on the block, maybe the high hands. Douglas back to serve for the Tommies. Pass up by Pino. And a rotational call for the Hurricanes. Like they were out of rotation. Douglas back to serve again for the Tommies. Will's back to serve for the Canes. And another missed serve. Juvenin at the service line for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride to McCausland, into the block. Recycled by McCausland. Back to Gray. Gray off the hands of the block, but dug up by Juvenin. Great hustle by Blizzard. Free ball for the Canes. McBride puts it back court to Wada. And a great dig by Murphy. The Hurricanes have seen a lot of success from the right side with Izuma Wada. Whether it's front row or back court, Wada has been scoring quite a few points this set for the Canes. And he seems to also have quite a few solo blocks on that right side. And the ball was outside the antenna on that one. Great play, great hustle by the Tommies, but unfortunately just outside that antenna. As we have McBride back to serve again for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin, great run in the middle with Mason Brewster. Brewster hasn't received a whole lot of sets this game, but when he has been set, he has been killing the ball. I think once the Tommies are able to get their passing a little bit more under control and consistent, they'll be able to run Brewster a lot more, and he'll be very effective throughout the rest of the game. Murphy with the out of system set. Great save by Blizzard. Back to Gray. Dug up by Hamilton. Juvenin back to Romanchuk, and Romanchuk with the kill. Setter Juvenin for the Tommies doing a really great job at spreading the sets around, really getting everyone involved in the play on the Tommy side. Pass by Pino. McBride back to Gray. And a net violation. And a play off the block as well for Carson Gray. Carson Gray is a key member of the Hurricanes and is having a fantastic this season. In his second season with the Canes, he is second in the league for kills per set with a 2.93. He is fourth in the league for number of kills overall with 132, which he's actually tied for Romanchuk of the Tommies with 132. So they're both in third place, tied for third. And his hitting percentage is at a .271. So Carson Gray's having a fantastic year with the Canes. It's great to see some local talent really shining, thriving, if I may, with the Hurricanes this year. We have a tight set here as it's 24-21 for the Hurricanes. With Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray, tight ball to the net. And Blizzard just puts that wide. As the Hurricanes take this first set 25-21. That was a very close set. The Tommies really did bounce back. Considering at one point, I think they were down 18-13. So a good comeback from the Tommies, and hopefully they can keep that momentum going in the second set. And a great job to the Hurricanes as they really came out strong in this first set this Sunday afternoon.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again. Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more.
Walk in, walk out.
And we are back in the second set this Sunday afternoon between the St. Thomas Tommies and the Holland Hurricanes. We have same lineups coming from both sides of the court as we saw in the first set. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin outside to Hamilton. Off the triple block, but recovered by Pino. What a save by Dominic Pino. Free ball for the Tommies. Blizzard with the pass. Juvenin right off the shoulder of McBride. A great swing by Brewster. Another big save by the Hurricanes. And Juvenin with the tip, but dug up by McBride. Outside for Carson Gray, down the line, but dug up by Romanchuk. McBride puts it back out to Gray again. And that goes off the block. And right beside Blizzard, as the Hurricanes keeping that play alive. An excellent effort by the Hurricanes in this first point. McBride back to serve for the Canes. And an ace for Tyler McBride. That's a tough serve as he was serving from one side of the court and served all the way to the opposite corner. Typically those are a little bit easier to get sometimes because they're a little bit slower, but he really hammered that serve. Juvenin back to Romanchuk. Dug up by LaPointe. Outside to Wada. And a big block by Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get the Tommies fired up in the second set. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride back to Gray. Gray with the kill. And Carson Gray back to serve for the Canes. Passed up by Blizzard. Juvenin outside to Romanchuk and denied by Wada. Wada stuffed him all by himself on the outside. As Gray goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin to Brewster. And Brewster with another kill. Brewster's hits are really uncontested as he just nails them just beyond that 3-meter line. Pass by LaPointe. McBride back to Gray. Gray with no block, but dug up by Hamilton. And Blizz on the outside, another dig by Hamilton. High ball on the outside for Romanchuk. And Romanchuk, even though that ball was incredibly inside, Romanchuk really adjusted well to make that set work as he kills it right in between the hole and the block. Shout out to Hamilton for some excellent defense in that last rally. Pass by LaPointe. McBride back to Wada. And Blizzard with a solo block there against Wada. As Hamilton goes back to serve. Hamilton almost hit Coach Brett Butler there. The second time we've almost hit a coach on the sideline. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin back to Brewster. And Brewster with another kill. Brewster's absolutely crushing it from the middle. He is hitting at a very high efficiency rate this match. Brewster back to serve again. LaPointe with the pass. McBride back to Wada. Wada trying to tip that over. And Tommy's all kind of falling over the floor, but they make it work as Blizzard nails that ball down the line. We haven't seen a whole lot of line shots this game. But Blizzard showing us that maybe that'll be the new swing today. LaPointe with the pass to Wills, dug up by Hamilton. Back out to Romanchuk. Romanchuk off the hands of the block. He tools Pino at the net. Brewster back to serve again for the Tommies. Gray with the pass. Back out to Wada. Wada rolls it to the deep cross. And a double touch called on Douglas. Point to the Canes. Wada back to serve for the Hurricanes. Good save by Douglas. Blizzard outside to Romanchuk. That was a tough ball as it was pretty far off the net and inside the court, but good effort by Romanchuk. As the Hurricanes tie up this second set 7-7. Wada back to serve for the Canes. That serve had a lot of power and speed behind it, but just wide. Great effort by Azuma Wada. And now Romanchuk is back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. Outside to Pino. Off the block. And Juvenin denying Pino there at the net. Romanchuk back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray, tight to the net, recovered by LaPointe. Outside to Pino. Pino blocked again by Juvenin. Sorry, Juvenin, if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. Romanchuk back to serve for the Tommies. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Back outside to Blizzard. Blizzard, just long. Was looking for the touch off the block. Point to the Canes as Pino goes back to serve. Pass up by Blizzard. Juvenin back to Blizzard. Off the block, recovered by Wada. McBride back to Wada on the back court. And that was just long. Great swing by Wada as he was looking for that spot in between 5 and 6 on the court. As Blizzard goes back to serve for the Tommies. Pino with the pass. Back outside to Gray. Dug up by Blizzard. Juvenin backcourt to Romanchuk. Romanchuk off the block. Saved by the Hurricanes. Romanchuk backcourt. Again off the block. But the Hurricanes were not able to make that one work. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. McBride outside to Gray. And Juvenin with his third block within the last, I want to say 5 or 6 points, perhaps. Juvenin has been setting up a brick wall on that right side of the court. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. McBride back to Wada. Wada cross court, dug up by Murphy. Free ball for the Canes. As they run him, Carson Gray in the middle. Great dig by Douglas there. Great save. Another free ball for the Hurricanes. Gray on the outside, and he puts it off the triple block. Big point for the Canes there, as they are within 3 now. Nathan Wills back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. McBride back out to Gray. Gray nails it, but great dig by Fredrickson. Outside to Romanchuk. And another one off the block. But top official Joe Ryan calls a carry on the Canes. Great defensive effort by the Canes. Romanchuk is continuously hitting it off the block, not really tooling it outside the court, more so just hitting it powerfully enough that the Hurricanes are struggling to press that ball over the net. Pass by LaPointe. McBride to McCausland. McCausland with a powerful, I don't know if that was a tip or a hit, but must have been a hit because it went down pretty fast. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Blizzard with the pass. Juvenin to Brewster. Brewster looking for the touch on the hands, but just long. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenile outside to Hamilton. Dug up by McBride. LaPointe on the outside to Wada. Wada! But a great dig by the Tommies by Blizzard. Free ball for the Hurricanes. Pass by LaPointe. McBride back outside to Wada! And Wada just goes long. Great run by McBride, setting Wada twice in a row though. Sometimes setters tend to switch up the set every single time, but it's good to go back to the same player as it's a little bit more unpredictable. We have a timeout called here for, not sure who called that timeout. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride back outside to Wada. Wada with a sharp cross dug by Murphy. Omenchuk with the down ball. LaPointe with the set outside to Gray. Gray cranks it off the block. Gray back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin outside to Romanchuk. Dug by LaPointe. And that was just a little long, but excellent defensive efforts by LaPointe. Marcus LaPointe, fifth-year athlete here at Holland College, and he is playing his last home game. We thank you, Marcus, for your contribution to volleyball here in PEI, and especially to volleyball here at Holland College. Two-time Libero of the Year, and he has really racked up a lot of accolades over the last 5 years. And we love having Marcus here, love to watch him play, and love to see the energy, the wisdom, and the life that he brings, and the passion that he brings to this game. Pass up by Blizzard. Juvenin back to Brewster. And a net violation for the Canes. Point to the Tommies. Hamilton back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. Pino back to McCausland. Little tip by McCausland. Outside to Romanchuk. Dug up by Pino. Backcourt to Gray. And a great dig by Hamilton. Carson Gray flying outside of the backcourt. Carson Gray can score pretty well anywhere on the court, whether he's hitting from the left side, right side, or from that back pipe position. He is an incredible athlete and incredibly effective no matter where he is. And aside from the power he has behind his hits, he is very intelligent, as I'm sure we have already seen, but we will continue to see throughout the game. Brewster with a big swing. Great defensive efforts by the Hurricanes. Pass out by Hamilton. Tight ball for Blizzard on the net, but Tommy's hoping to get a 2 call on that, but outside for Hamilton, off the hands of the block. Recovered by Gray. And Hurricanes getting called on a double touch. Timeout for the Hurricanes. During this time, we'd like to send our appreciation to the Hurricanes coaching staff. We have 3 alumni who are giving back to the sport and back to the Holland College community. Head coach Brett Butler was a very dominant athlete here for the men's program, as well as Kaylee McKinnon and Brittany States, who also had a major contribution to the women's program here at Holland College. We thank them for their contribution to the sport of volleyball at Holland College and also to their contribution to the sport of volleyball in PEI. So big shout out and big thank you to Brett Butler, Brittany States, and Kaylee McKinnon for their efforts and what they bring to this program. We are 19-14 in this second set for the Tommies. A very close game on both sides of the court as we have Brewster going back to serve for the Tommies. Passed up by LaPointe. McBride to Wills. And Wills with a little bit of a net violation there. Climbing the net like a rise and climb. And here we have Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. And into the net, point Hurricanes. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin outside to Romanchuk. Pino with the solo block. Fredrickson with the outside set. And Blizzard puts it off the hands of Wills and McBride. Romanchuk back to serve for the Tommies. Into the net, point for the Canes as Dominic Pino goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin to Douglas. Great dig by LaPointe. Unfortunately, just hits one of the basketball nets. If only we had a dome here at the McMillan Center of Community Engagement. And we have Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride. We have an overload over there for McBride. Great play as he ran Wills on the little quick back set, but then set Wada right behind him. An excellent play by McBride as the Hurricanes score that point. McKinnon back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass by Fredrickson. Outside, and Hamilton just puts that long. McKinnon back to serve again for the Canes. McKinnon is known for his tough serves. If it's anyone that can go on a 4-point run, it would be John McKinnon. And an ace for John McKinnon. As we have substitution here for the Tommies, as we have Fissette back row setting here, and we have Chiasson going in front court to give the Tommies 3 attackers in this rotation. McKinnon back to serve again for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Fissette on the outside to Hamilton. And just off the block. Substitution for the Canes as Nathan Wills comes back in the game. And Douglas back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride out to McCausland. Nice little X run there by the Hurricanes. One of my favorite things about watching the Canes is seeing what kind of plays they run. I love how they like to take chances with their sets. Whether it's overloading or just running an X, they definitely do the unexpected, and I love it. And it definitely pays off as well. Great dig by the Tommies. Back outside to Wada. Wada! Hurricanes within 2 points here in the second set. As we see a substitution as Juvenin and Romanchuk go back into the game for the Tommies. McBride back to serve for the Hurricanes. Blizzard with a pass. Wada with a party ball. As the Hurricanes are within one, forcing a timeout for the St. Thomas Tommies. Brewster with another massive attack. Brewster has been having quite the game with his middle attacks. Pass by Pino, tight to the net. And a two-touch called on McBride. As the St. Thomas Tommies take this second set 25-22. We have a close game between these two teams, but we know that it'll be a tight game until the end, and hopefully our Hurricanes will be able to regain that momentum they had in that very first set. Stay tuned as we head into the third set this afternoon. We have some more people tuning in to the game. We have Julie Decker cheering for the Hurricanes all the way from Nain Nunatsiavut. Wow. Number 10, Shannon Howell's hometown. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in, Julie Dicker. We also have Jennifer McCausland Go Canes cheering for number 11, Brett McCausland. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in, Jennifer. We also have Norman Littlejohn cheering for the Hurricanes from Coley's Point, Newfoundland. Nathan Littlejohn's number 16 hometown. Go Canes. Awesome. Thank you, Norman, for tuning in. And we also have Terry McBride. Linda and Terry McBride are watching and cheering for Tyler McBride, our grandson, and the Holland Hurricanes. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words, Terry. Shout out to you for watching. Thank you all for your comments. It's great to know that I'm not just talking to myself, so I really appreciate it. And Terry McBride finished off by saying, "Go Canes, go." Thank you, Terry, and thank you, Felicia, Julie, Jennifer, Norman, Terry, and Margaret Matheson McKinnon. Go Canes, go. Margaret, an alumni of the Hurricanes, and also sister to assistant coach Kaylee McKinnon. Great to hear from you, Margaret. And great to hear from you all as we head into this third set as the Canes lead 1-0. McBride back to serve. Pass from Blizzard. Juvenin to Brewster. Brewster with another kill. Brewster has killed all but one ball, if my memory serves me correctly. Brewster has been so effective all game long. Pass by Pino. McBride back to Gray. Gray with a big swing. Typically on that rotation, the Hurricanes do tend to set Gray on the right side, but we see them changing it up as they set him a little short back set. Like I said before, the Hurricanes love to change up their sets and really vary it, where they're coming from, the tempo, the speed. And while I was saying that, Pino with a big block against the Tommies as Carson Gray goes back to serve. Oh. Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. Pass up by Gray. Tight ball to the net. McBride was back row, so really couldn't do a whole lot on that one. Could not contest Romanchuk there at the net. Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. We have seen quite a few missed serves in this game, but not an outstanding number of service aces. And Nathan Wills back to serve. And another missed serve. It hasn't really been just one team missing serves, though. It's very much been both sides missing number of serves. Romanchuk back to serve for the Tommies. Passed up by Gray. Back to McCausland. Recovered by the Tommies. And a great up by McBride. Saved by Gray. McCausland puts a free ball over for the Tommies. On the outside. And denied by Wada. Wada denying Blizzard at the net. Although Wada is not the tallest athlete on the court right now, he has had a number of blocks, especially whenever he's forced to block by himself on the outside. Another missed serve for the Canes as Blizzard goes back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride puts it back to Wada. And then Blizzard with the dig. Romanchuk just hits it wide. Point to the Canes. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin outside to Hamilton, dug up by Wada. Great read by Wada on the defense there. Gray off the hands of the block, dug by Romanchuk. Juvenin puts it outside to Hamilton. Hamilton over the block of McBride, dug up by Pino. Back out to Wada. Wada down the line. Great dig by Fredrickson. And a free ball for the Canes. Back row to Wada again as Wada kills it down the line. Wada is having a great game offensively. He is third in the league for kills per set at 2.89, and he is second in the league for total number of kills with 133, just one ahead of his teammate Carson Gray. And he is second in the league for hitting percentage at a 277%. So Izuma Wada really showing us his dominance in the league today, or this afternoon, here at the McMillan Center of Community Engagement. Douglas back to serve for the Tommies as the Hurricanes lead 7-6. Pass up by Pino. McBride back to Wada again. Solo block there, just around the block. Hamilton with the save, tight to the net. McBride puts it out to Gray, and Gray! Great swing by Carson Gray. That was a tough angle as he puts that right on that 3-meter line. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Fredrickson with a perfect pass. Juvenin to Brewster. Brewster once again with a kill. Brewster's hitting approach is so dynamic and really demonstrates his pure athleticism. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino, that's a tough pass. Great effort by Wills. Tough ball for Wills to get as he's trying to get in transition to get ready to hit. So that's a tough play for Wills to try and make. Good effort though on his part as the Tommies go back to serve again with number 7, Juvenin. Passed up by Gray. McBride with a great hustle. Wada trying to hit that ball. That was a little maybe ambitious, but I do appreciate his aggressiveness there. Trying to score. Hurricanes starting to struggle a little bit on serve receive here. Hoping to get a pass so they can side out ASAP. Pass by Pino to Wills as Wills puts that away. Great side out play for the Hurricanes as they tie it up 9-9. 9-0. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Hamilton back to serve for the Tommies. And another missed serve. Gray back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin back to Brewster. Brewster looking for the hands on the block, but just long. That was one of the few mistakes Brewster has made all game. As Gray goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin on the outside to Blizzard. Blizzard rolls it down the line, dug up by by Gray. Juvenin back outside to Blizzard, and denied by Wada. Wada with another block. Gray back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin to Brewster! Brewster putting the ball away. Brewster is so much fun to watch. He is absolutely crushing it. The Hurricanes will be sending an invoice to Brewster for fixing the dents he is creating in the floor with those hits. Brewster back to serve, pass by LaPointe. McBride puts it outside to Pino. And the Tommies called on a carry there as Douglas tries to save it off the block. But Pino's hit was just too powerful. Hurricanes leading 13-11 as Wills goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin on the outside to Blizzard. And just off the block. Romanchuk back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride to McCausland. Great defensive effort by the Tommies. And McCausland put that one away. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin back to Romanchuk. And a double block denied by Pino and McCausland. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin to Douglas, tipped by Douglas, but saved by Wada. Back outside to Pino. And Juvenin with another stuff block. Juvenin must be up to about 5 blocks so far in this game. At least 4. I'm not actually keeping stats, but pretty sure he's at least 4 or 5. And free ball for the Tommies. Great hustle by Hamilton. Hamilton with the roll shot. Dug by LaPointe. Back row to Wada. Wada just puts that long. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies as they are within 1. Pass by Gray. Back row to Wada. Wada with the roll shot. Dug by Murphy. And point to the Hurricanes. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Douglas ripping the ball, but touch on the block from Gray and McCausland as Gray puts that ball down the line. Carson Gray showing that sometimes a well-placed ball is worth much more than a hard-driven hit. As there was no one within reach of that ball. Pino back to serve. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin back to Romanchuk. Blocked by McCausland. Great save by McCausland at the net there. Gray. Possibly just a miss hit on that one from Carson Gray. As Douglas goes back to serve for the Tommies. Hurricanes leading 17-15 in this third set. Pass by Pino. A little dump by McBride, saved by Hamilton. Back outside to Hamilton. Off the block, recovered by Wada. Hamilton puts that outside, Blizzard puts that outside for Hamilton. Dug by Pino. McBride with a tricky little dump, but unfortunately just goes wide. Douglas back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino to McCausland. Smart play by Brett McCausland. Causland back to serve for the Canes. And that's in. Point for the Canes. Coslin back to serve again for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Great pass by Fredrickson. To Brewster. And great defensive hustle by the Canes. Juvenin back outside to Hamilton. And Hamilton puts that away. But a special shout out to Brett McCausland and Nathan Wills, the middles of the Hurricanes, for their efforts on that play. They're showing that middles can play defense. Big shout out to Wills and McCausland for that. Juvenin back to serve. Pino with the pass. Back outside to Gray. And Gray tools it off the hands of Brewster and Romanchuk. Back to serve is number 1, Tyler McBride for the Hurricanes. Pass by Hamilton to Brewster. Brewster adding another kill. Hamilton with the serve, pass by Pino. Outside to Ueda. Ueda with the roll shot. Smart play by Uzuma Ueda, as he just delicately rolls that ball into the center of the court. Gray back to serve. Pass by Hamilton to Brewster. Brewster with another kill. Great touch on the block from Nathan Wills, but Brewster is just lighting up the court this afternoon as he goes back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray, back outside to Ueda. Ueda with the roll shot down the line. Brewster digs that up. Back to Blizzard, dug up by LaPointe. Back outside to Pino with the roll shot, dug by Juvenin. Brewster with the high ball set, out to Blizzard. And off the block, a great effort by Carson Gray. But point awarded to the Tommies. Tommies within 1. This game is really starting to heat up in this third set. Love to see it. Brewster back to serve. Pass by LaPointe. McBride outside to Pino. Pino tools it off the block. Substitution here for the Hurricanes as we see John McKinnon back to serve for the Hurricanes. John McKinnon could potentially give, that substitution has caused the Tommies to call a timeout as the Hurricanes are leading 22-20 in this third set. We have Ruth Pickram tuning in as well. Thank you, Ruth, for tuning in. Marcus LaPointe's mom, Ruth, and sister Sophie watching from Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Go Canes, exciting game. Ruth and Sophie are tuning in to Marcus's last home game as a Hurricane. As we mentioned before, Marcus has made a tremendous impact. And as Coach Brett Butler said at the beginning of the game, Marcus did actually not know that he would soon become a Holland College Hurricane and a member of the men's volleyball program, as he just walked onto the court and was really a rare pearl that the Hurricanes found, and it has had a massive impact on the program. So thank you, Ruth and Sophie, for tuning in. Great defensive efforts once again by the Hurricanes, but Tommies take that point. Fissette back to serve for the Tommies. Timeout call for the Hurricanes as the Hurricanes lead 22-21. They're perhaps making some adjustments as we see that Fissette is going back to serve for the Tommies. Fissette has a tremendous serve. So he will definitely he could potentially play a huge role in this last part of the third set. Fissette back to serve for the Tommies. Got a big, powerful spin serve coming here. Pass by Gray. McBride puts it back to Wada. Wada! Tooling it off the block of Blizzard. Timeout for the Tommies. We've had a series of timeouts here as we are in the tight part of this third set as the Hurricanes lead 23-21. Wada back to serve for the Hurricanes. And that was just wide by millimeters. Substitution here for the Tommies. So we see Juvenin back into the floor as well as Romanchuk. Tommies within 1 point. Blizzard back to serve. Pass by Gray. And a miscommunication there between McCausland and McBride. Those are always tough ones, though. Unsure if the setter can get there. Middle's kind of there, but got to go hit. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. McBride to McCausland. Great set by McBride. Great dig by Blizzard. Back outside to Hamilton. And Hamilton puts that long. Hurricanes within 1 point of closing out this third set as Pino goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin back outside to Hamilton. And Hamilton with a nice little cross shot to tie up the game, 24-all. Douglas back to serve. And we now see Brewster is back up at the net. If I were betting, I'd say the Tommies are going to be setting Brewster on a good pass. Pass from Pino. Back outside to Gray. Denied by Juvenin. Juvenin with another block. Gray with the roll shot. Great touch by Hamilton. Excellent effort by the Tommies as they send a free ball over. The point with the pass. An X play here coming from the Hurricanes. And that just went wide. Sorry, that was not an X. Thought it was going to be an X, but it was not an X play. Something similar to like a tandem perhaps. But timeout for the Hurricanes as the Tommies lead 25-24. But going back to my original point about what I love about the Hurricanes is how they take risks in those big moments, trying out those different plays. And, you know, that hit could have easily been in and a crucial point for the Hurricanes. But you win some points, you lose some points. Great effort nonetheless. This is a tight game as we're in the third set. And these two teams really proving why they are such strong competitors in the league. Douglas back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride back to Wada. And Wada into the net. But Wada has had a great game thus far, and that was one of the very few mistakes that he's made today as the Tommies close out that third set 26-24. Stay tuned as we head into the fourth set of this tight game between the St. Thomas Tommies and your Holland College Hurricanes.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again. Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more.
Walk in, walk out.
Another shout out for people tuning in. We have Samuel Dicker watching from Goose Bay, Labrador. Canes alumni, my son number 10 on the Canes. Thank you for tuning in, Samuel. We especially love to see the alumni, love to see the generational Hurricanes. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Passed up by Hamilton. Juven into Brewster. Off the hands of the block. Dug by Pino. Back outside to Wada. Wada dug by Romanchuk. Great dig by Romanchuk. To Wills! And Wills putting the ball away. A great start for the Hurricanes in this fourth set. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton, or by Blizzard. Covered by Hamilton. Free ball for the Canes. McBride on outside to Gray. Gray with a big attack. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin back to Romanchuk. And Wills with a huge block. Nathan Wills earning the first 2 out of the 3 points for the Hurricanes. Sorry, he has earned 2 of the first 3 points for the Hurricanes in this 4th set. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride back to Wada. Dug up by Murphy. Juvenin saves the ball. Brewster with the free ball over. McBride back to Wills. Great touch defensively by the Tommies and Juvenin. But Nathan Wills earning another point for the Hurricanes. Nathan Wills having a great start, giving the Hurricanes a great start in this 4th set as McBride goes back to serve. Side Romanchuk as, that was a great effort by Wada as Romanchuk tools it off his hands. Hamilton back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride pushes that outside. And a touch off the hands of Hamilton. Point to the Hurricanes. What an incredible set by McBride. Forcing that all the way to the right side for Carson Gray. Gray back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin back outside to Hamilton. And Hamilton tools it off of Wada's hands for the 2nd time in a row there. Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. Wills back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin outside to Blizzard. Dug up by Gray. McBride puts outside to Pino. And Pino tooling it off the block from one side of the court to the other. As Nathan Wills goes back to serve again for the Canes. Romanchuk back to serve. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin back to Romanchuk. And Romanchuk off the hands of Pino. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride back to Wada. Dug up by Murphy. Juvenin outside to Hamilton. Hamilton into the net. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Juvenin puts it outside to, oh sorry, that was passed by Blizzard. Blizzard with the high ball set tight to the net. Good effort by Romanchuk. That was unfortunately too tight. Those are tough ones to get, especially coming from that angle from all the way in the back court. Pino back to serve for the Canes. Passed up by Fredrickson. Juvenin to Douglas, dug up by Pino, outside to Gray, dug up by Fredrickson, tight ball to the net, and Juvenin with a smart play there at the net. Juvenin is a fourth-year player with the Tommies from Grand Marais. And Juvenin really providing a lot of leadership here on the court today. He's providing some energy, but also calm whenever things go a little bit south for the Tommies. And a big swing there for Carson Gray. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride outside to Gray. Gray rolls it. And a net violation. Brewster knew right away that was him. Hanging on the net. Not actually hanging. I think he just grazed the net there. As McBride goes back to serve for the Canes. Hurricanes pulling away in this fourth set as they are leading 12-7. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin outside to Romanchuk, off the block. Back outside to Wada. Wada with the big swing, recovered by the Tommies. What a play as they keep that ball alive. Outside to Carson Gray. Dug up by Fredrickson. Juvenin outside to Romanchuk. Great dig by Marcus Lapointe to keep that ball alive. As they go to Brewster, and great hustle by Pino as Brewster ends that point. Great defensive efforts from both sides of the court. Tommy's with a miraculous recovery early on in that rally. That could be a pivotal point in this set. Carson Gray back to serve for the Canes. Substitution here for the Tommies. We have Fissette in for Juvenin. Pass by Gray. Free ball for the Tommies. Fissette puts it outside. Off the hands of Wada for Romanchuk. Brewster back to serve again for the Tommies. Great pass by Lapointe. Outside to Pino! And right through the hole in the block for Dominic Pino. Wills back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Fisette with a great effort. Excellent hustle by Fisette. But point to the Canes as they pull ahead 15-10. Wills back to serve. Wills is having a tremendous set. He has been scoring points for the Canes from the service line as much as he has from at the net. Another great serve from Wills. Great pass by Hamilton. Outside to Romanchuk. Romanchuk taking advantage of the fact that he had one solo block in front of him there. Big swing by Romanchuk. As Romanchuk goes back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. Party ball for Douglas. Romanchuk back to serve. Pass by Gray. Back outside to Pino. Pino with the delicate tip there and scores. Although Pino's approach indicated that he was going to hit that ball, he did a smart little play, tipping the ball right behind the block. Tricky by Pino. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Blizzard with the pass. Back outside to Blizzard. Blizzard does a great job adjusting to that ball. It seems like he was perhaps about to be a little late, but still was able to cut that ball cross court. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride to McCausland. Brett McCausland with a big swing. McCausland has really been, even though he's in his first year with the Hurricanes, he has played a big role with them as far as blocking and really scoring when he does get set. He has really been a great role player for the Canes and has made a tremendous impact. Big swing from Hamilton. Great dig by Coach Brett Butler. Unfortunately, Coach Butler is not on the floor. Douglas back to serve for the Tommies. As the Tommies are within 3. Pass by Pino. Tight ball, little dump by McBride. Tommies coach calling for a double touch on that one. Tommy's coach not pleased with the lack of call there on a possible double touch on McBride. McBride has done a couple tips like that with his 2 hands. And although I do not have my officiating certification, could possibly be a double touch. Causland back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass by Hamilton. Free ball for the Canes. McBride outside to Gray. Gray! Carson Gray looking like he was going to attack that ball. But just like Pino did a couple points prior to, he delicately places that right behind the block and scores an important point for the Hurricanes as the Hurricanes extend their lead 19-14 in this 4th set. McCausland back to serve again for the Hurricanes. Pass by Blizzard. Set to Brewster! Brewster! Best part is, too, whenever Brewster gets a big kill, he just kind of stands there with a slight little fist pump. He lets his game do all the talking. Fisette with a strong serve. Back out to Gray. Gray hits it around the triple block there, dug by Fisette. Back outside to Romanchuk. Dug up by LaPointe. McBride puts it back row to Wada. Wada! Heading it right around the block of Hamilton as he scores. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Fisette to Brewster. But Nathan Wells denying Brewster at the net. Nathan Wells having an incredible contribution to the Canes play this fourth set. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Fisette puts it outside to Romanchuk. McBride with a great dig as the Hurricanes keep that ball alive. Free ball for the Tommies. Back to Brewster, but denied by Nathan Wells. Twice in a row for Nathan Wells. Looks like Nathan Wells and the Hurricanes are keen on Brewster for the Tommies, which is a huge compliment to Brewster. And it is working as they have denied the last two attempts from Brewster. Hurricanes extending their lead, 22-15, coming out of that timeout very strong. If I were betting, I'd say we are going to 5 sets this afternoon.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again. Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more.
Walk in, walk out.
McBride back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Outside to Romanchuk. Romanchuk. An antenna call there. Hurricanes now up by 8 points in this fourth set. McBride back to serve for the Canes. And that's in. McBride back to serve for game point. Hamilton back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. McBride back to Gray. Gray with a roll shot. Dug by Brewster. Fisette pushes outside. But Gray denies him at the net. Hurricanes close out the fourth set, 25-16, and we are heading to 5 this afternoon. Stay tuned.
Little Caesar slice.
And we are back for the 5th set in this very close game between the St. Thomas Tommies and the Holland College Hurricanes. This game has been back and forth all afternoon long, so it'll be very interesting to see how we end. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride puts it back to Wada. Wada! Starting off strong. Azuma Wada with a big kill from the backcourt as McBride goes back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin to Brewster. Great hustle by Carson Gray. Free ball for the Tommies. Outside to Romanchuk, and that is just wide. It's Romanchuk, tools it off the block. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by LaPointe. McBride back outside to Gray. Gray with a huge kill. Carson Gray. Carson Gray has been incredible all season long and continuing to show his dominance on the floor in this last set. Gray goes back to serve. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin to Brewster. Brewster. Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. Back row, not back row attack. Front row attack by Wada. Brewster back to serve again for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. Outside to Pino. Pino with the tip. Great take by Juvenin as he keeps that ball alive. Tight ball to the net. Wills off the hands of the block of Douglas. Point for the Hurricanes. Wills continuing to make a big contribution to the Hurricanes at this end of the game as Wills goes back to serve. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin to Douglas. Great effort by Wills there. Douglas is someone we haven't seen set a whole lot throughout the game, which really left him wide open on that last set. Romanchuk into the net. Wada back to serve for the Canes. Pass by by Blizzard. And a big swing by Hamilton. Pass by Pino. McBride back row to Wada. Off the hands of the block, dug by Murphy. Juvenin outside to Blizzard. Dug by Wada. High ball outside to Pino. Pino off the hands of the block, dug by Hamilton. Great effort by Hamilton, but Pino ending that rally there. Pino back to serve. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin with a little tip. Wado putting that ball right back over. Wado was backcourt, unfortunately. Douglas back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride to McCausland. McCausland off the hands of the block. Point to the Hurricanes as they tie it up 6-6. McCausland back to serve. Pass by Blizzard. High ball outside to Romanchuk. And a big block by Carson Gray. Tough ball for Romanchuk. He really had to leap into that area in front of the 3-meter line. McCausland back to serve. Pass by Fredrickson. Juvenin outside. Tommy's looking for a call at the net for a possible touch off the hands, but there was no touch. As the Hurricanes take the lead 8-6. Sorry, extend their lead to 8-6. In these fifth sets where they only go up to 15, it's crucial to get to 8 points before the other team. So Hurricanes have already achieved a small victory here by getting to 8 before the St. Thomas Tommies. And because of that, they are forcing the Tommies to call a timeout in this fifth set. McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin outside to Blizzard. Pass by Pino, dug by Pino. Roll shot from Ueda. And a net violation for the Tommies. Big point for the Hurricanes as they lead 9-6 now. And McCausland back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Great pass by Fredrickson to Brewster. And Brewster scores. Maybe not the attack he was looking for, but a point, a kill nonetheless. Juvenin back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Pino. McBride puts that side to Gray. Gray with a rare error, rare hitting error. Juvenin back to serve again for the Tommies as they are within 1 point. McBride back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Hamilton. Outside to Robanchuk. And point to the Tommies. Romanchuk, sorry. I think I said Robin. Sorry, Romanchuk. Hamilton back, no, sorry, not Hamilton. Blizzard back to serve for the Tommies. Sorry, everyone. McBride to Wills, and Wills, it is a battle of the middles in this last part of the game as Wills heading off of Brewster's hands. Wills is continuing to light it up in this last part of the game. And we have Carson Gray going back to serve for the Canes. Pass by Fredrickson. Juven. Oh, Brewster. Brewster responds to Will's kill with a kill of his own. Brewster back to serve for the Tommies. Pass by Gray. McBride back to Wills. Wills with another kill. McKinnon subbing in here for Nathan Wills, hoping to extend the Canes lead with a couple aces, perhaps, as the Canes lead 12-10 in this final set. Set back in the game for the Tommies as he goes back to serve. Another missed serve there as the Hurricanes extend their lead to 13-11, forcing the Tommies to call a timeout in this fifth and final set. Azuma Ueda back to serve for the Hurricanes. Pass by Blizzard. Juvenin with the dump. Dug by LaPointe. McBride outside to Pino. Pino with a huge point for the Hurricanes. Dominic Pino with a big point here for the Canes. Tommy's possibly checking for a rotation check, perhaps. As Ueda goes back to serve for the Canes to try and end out this game. Pass by Hamilton. Back outside to Hamilton. Hamilton with a roll shot. Dug by Pino. McBride back to Ueda. Ueda to end the game. Azuma Ueda with a huge kill as the Hurricanes doing their victory dance here on the court as they close out that fifth set 15-11 this afternoon. A great way to end their last game at home. The Hurricanes still have 2 more games left as they play February 17th at STU, so another game between these two teams. And February 18th, they play against UNB SJ Seawolves in St. John, New Brunswick. Make sure to tune into those last 2 games to see the Hurricanes as they battle for the last end of their season before they head into playoffs. Thank you everyone for tuning in this afternoon. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.